Morning students, once again I welcome you to my video lectures on signals and systems. So last class I explained memory property and we did many problems. Now I will take up the next property, what is known as invertibility. Invertibility. First there are two definitions for invertibility. I will give both and I will explain each and every one. Number one, a system is said to be invertible. A system is said to be invertible if distinct inputs produce different outputs. A system is said to be invertible if distinct means not same, distinct inputs produce different outputs. So this is the first definition. I will explain under this definition. I will give one example. Now one thing, this definition holds good for continuous time signal systems as well as discrete signal systems. Now I will take one example. First I will take one example where the system is non-invertible. Now here y of t is equal to x square t. Y of t equal to x square t. This is example for non-invertible system. This is example for non-invertible. Afterwards I will take up invertible example also. So y of t equal to x squared t. Now for example, if x of t is 10 and x of t equal to minus 10, if x of t equal to 10 or x of t equal to minus 10, for both the cases the output is same, that is 100. Y of t equal to first case 10 square, that is 100. Second case y of t is equal to minus 10 whole square, which is also equal to 100. So no doubt the inputs are distinct, but they are producing the same output of 100. That means the system is not invertible. The system is not invertible. That is why we say non-invertible. I will give one more example. Y of t equal to mod x of t. Y of t equal to mod x of t. Now let us take x of t equal to plus 10 and x of t equal to minus 10. The inputs are distinct, but what about output? In the first case, y of t is equal to mod of 10 plus 10, which is 10, and second case, y of t is equal to mod of minus 10, which is also equal to 10. No doubt the inputs are distinct, but the output remains same. Hence the system cannot be invertible. It is said to be non-invertible. Now I will give another definition for invertibility. Now second definition of invertibility. Second definition of invertibility. A system a system is said to be invertible if input can be determined from output. If input can be determined from output, a system is said to be invertible if input can be determined from output. So this definition is based on what is known as inverse of a system. Inverse of a system. For a system, if inverse exists, then it is said to be invertible. Otherwise, it is said to be non-invertible. So this definition is based on the concept of what is known as inverse. I will sketch a block diagram, and before that I will give example for invertible system. Invertible system, for example, yt equal to x of t. Yt equal to x of t. So yt equal to x of t is an invertible system. The reason is distinct inputs we get distinct outputs. For example, xt is 10. We get y of t equal to 10. If xt equal to minus 10, then y of t is equal to minus 10. So here the inputs are distinct, the outputs are also distinct, hence the system is said to be invertible. Now, having understood the invertible system and non-invertible system, second definition. The second definition is what is known as based on concept of inverse. Now, this is x of t, and here we are getting output. Here transformation on the signal. Here we are getting output. Now this is what is called as inverse of a system. So inverse transformation on the signal, you can recover input. A system is said to be invertible if input can be determined from output using what is known as the inverse of the system. So xt, yt is produced here. So on feeding this yt to the inverse of the system, you can recover what is called as input xt. So this is another definition. Now I will give example. Now same example, y of t equal to 10 x of t. Y of t equal to 10 x of t. Now you take x of t here, choose an amplifier of 10, of gain 10. So if you choose amplifier of gain 10, then xt given to 10 becomes 10 times xt, that is called as yt. Now if this signal is fed to another block which is called as inverse of this block, that is of 1/10. If the gain of this block is 1/10, then if you give this signal, then you can recover what is called as xt, because 10 times xt multiplied with 1/10 will give you x of t. So this is what is called as second definition of invertibility. Now if you take the example of yt equal to x square t, it is not possible to recover xt. The reason is after getting Now for example, you are giving input. Now this is squaring, a block which squares, and here we are getting yt equal to x square of t. But there is no block. There is no square root block, because square root of 100 is plus 10 or minus 10. Plus 10 or minus 10. It is possible. Both are possible. So you can't recover x of t here. Hence, this is not the inverse of the system. So inverse of a system doesn't exist, and hence the system is not non-invertible. So in this class, I explained both the definitions for invertibility, and with this example, I will conclude this class. Thank you.